Good morning, DXN. Uh, Myself, him. Good morning. Good morning, DXN. The one world, one market. I am him from DXN USA, California. Good morning to you all. Belongs to the world's largest Canoderma company. Welcome you all. DXN USA and myself wants to welcome you all in DXN Basic Model Training with Miss Bing. So, with Miss Bing through DXN Facebook Live page. So, let's welcome Miss Bing. Let's put your hand together. Welcome, Miss Bing. Please welcome and have a wonderful session. So today, Miss Bing will talk on DXN product. Miss Bing is a regional coordinator of Brazil, Argentina, and Bolivia. She has a long experience with the DXN. She is a great speaker, leader, coach, and excellent trainer too. So besides that, she's a very good motivator. And as a person, she's a very helpful and very beautiful guy. So with this, with her leadership and expertise, so many people from across the world fulfill their dreams and able to change their lives in respect to their health as well as in respect to their wealth, how they get little bit more earning through her guideline. So this is the great privilege today. You are with us, Miss Bing. So we will talk about DXN product. So I will recommend each and every person belongs to DXN. They must understand how DXN product like, make you healthy, as well as side by side how this organic product just by the consuming you can have a alternative income too, how you generate alternative income too. So without wasting time, I would like to welcome again Miss Bing and have a wonderful session. Before proceed this session, just I would like to sing a song, that is the song of unity, the song of DXN, the song of one world, one market. Yes, Miss Pink, please go ahead and have a wonderful session with you, and everybody will be benefited. I have a confidence. So many people benefited by your training. Thank you, Miss Bing.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ham. I would like to thank, of course, the sponsor of this training, Daxon USA, for inviting me over to be able to share my knowledge to all the members and our existing members. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all of you. And I would like to welcome you to the 6 basic modules conducted by the management to all our members in our live Facebook. So how are you? I hope that all of you are very fine with all your family. And here in DXN, we always wanted a rising energy, as always represented by our logo. Our energy should always all be like the sun. It should also be rising. So are you ready for the DXN Club? Let's try to rise our energy level so that we will be able to learn faster and we will be able to remember a lot of things. Remember, this is already the 5th module. And soon we will be ending the 6 basic modules. The last session is going to be on Saturday, so please don't miss it. So are you ready for our DXN Club? Of course, we have already played the favorite song of DXN, the DXN song, but this time it's very important that we have to greet each other. We have to increase the level of energy in this training. So are you ready with the DXN Club? Okay, I think everybody is enjoying to get this training together with their family. So I need all of us to do the DXN clap as a greeting for all our family, especially now that it is COVID. We practice the social distancing, so we have the DXN clap. Okay, so are you ready with the DXN clap? I think everybody is ready. So you must remember the clapping is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and of course, at the end of the clap, we have to do it 3 times and say DXN, number 1 with all our energy. Don't forget your energy, especially that we are going to talk about the product. So, are you ready? You have to stand up together with your family members and let's do the DXN Club. Are you ready? Good morning, DXN. DXN number 1. Okay, so now we have all the energy. We now have the energy with our DXN clubs. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally welcome everybody to the 5th module for our 6 basic modules. On Saturday will be our last session. And as we have mentioned, the 6 basic modules is divided into 3 subject matters. What are the 3 important subject matters in DXN? We have to learn about the company. We're finished already with our culture, so you know more about our company. And of course, we are into the products, and we already conducted the gynotherapy session, and now we're going to conduct the product knowledge training, which is, I think, has a lot of interest. It is an interest of most of our members. And of course, the third, where we are going to end it, the 6 basic modules is going to be about the check. It's going to be about your income. It's going to be about your bonus, and we're going to talk about the IOC on the last session of our 6 basic modules. So are you ready? Now that we have a lot of energy, we are going to make use of this Ganoderma for this training. So ladies and gentlemen, the product training or the product knowledge training, it has a prerequisite. What is the prerequisite? Each of the members should be able to attend our gynotherapy session. The gynotherapy session is a prerequisite because we are going to talk a lot about the gynotherapy and connect it to our product knowledge training. So always remember, when we are conducting the 6 basic modules, you have to start first with the gynotherapy, and then later on, you're going to conduct the product knowledge training. So normally, when we try to invite our consumers, our members, they are always drawn with our products in DXN. That is why we are conducting the product knowledge training for us to be able to learn to present correctly our products. Now, today is a learning session for me and for all of you. And what are we going to learn for today? What are the subject matters that we are going to learn today about the DXN products? So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn today about the differentiation strategy. That's very important. We are also going to learn the special features of our product. We are going to connect what we learned with the gynotherapy session with the food theories. So we have to relate it to our products. And of course, we need to learn also how to position our product in the market. And the last, of course, is we have to learn a skill to use the product knowledge for us to be able to create the demand for our product. What is the importance of creating the demand, Miss Bing? Well, creating demand is going to ensure a big bonus for you. So before I really start the training of DXN, I always start with very important question. Why are you here? Why are you attending my training? Why are you going to be sitting there in order to listen to my training? Because you have to answer very important questions. So I have four important questions to start the training. What is one of the most important questions that any member or any consumer is going to ask any of our member? What is the difference of the product of DXN compared with those that are available in the market? That's a very important question. The second, normally that they're going to ask you or ask DXN is what is the difference of the Ganoderma of DXN over the Ganoderma of some other companies? That is also another important question. And the third important question, what are the benefits? What is going to be my benefit if I'm going to use the product of DXN? Benefits and feature of the product. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth most important question that most of you are always asking, what's in it for me? Aside from the benefit, what am I going to earn? A big check. So those are the four important questions that I know most of you are asking, and we are going to make an answer at the end of the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, we're conducting all this training because you have a lot of questions, and at the end of the presentation, we will be able to clarify, we will be able to inform, and we will be able to give you the perfect knowledge and answers for all these questions. So four important questions when we start the product knowledge training. Now let's go one by one. I have talked about the differentiation strategy. What is the difference? This is the first important question, right? What is the difference between the DXN product and the products of other companies that are available in the market today? Okay, so let's take a look. Basically, there are different categories of consumers, but today for our session, we're only going to focus with two. These are the two extreme groups from among these categories, and we always know the first one, the one extreme is price. Most of our consumers or you yourselves, you have been drawn to DXN because of price. Okay, that's one. And of course, the other one is about the quality of the products. These are the two categories that we're going to focus in. And ladies and gentlemen, where does DXN fall? Basically, it falls in two categories. But I'm always inspired to share with you the words of our CEO, Dr. Lim Xiaojin. So I'm going to talk about the quality, the second group, which is the quality of the DXN product. Now, is it really true that DXN is selling quality products? From the words of our CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, before I'm conducting all this training, I always make sure that I attend. I follow the Facebook of our CEO in order for me to learn a lot from him. So this is a big opportunity for me to learn and relearn with our CEO. So our CEO, in one of his video, during the presentation in Europe, he talks about what is the difference of a DXN product or the DXN Ganoderma with all the Ganoderma of our competition. He mentioned about this one. And he said, one of the most important things that we have to discuss when we differentiate our Ganoderma over the Ganoderma of the competition or other companies is the quality of the Ganoderma or the quality of the product of DXM. And according to our CEO, we won't be able to certify our own product. Of course, every single company is going to say, my product is the best in the market. So according to Dr. Lim, it should be a third party who needs to certify the quality of the product. So that is why the quality of the product of DXN was certified by a third party, not by DXN. And what is this? This is acceptable all throughout the world. So whether I present this in Asia, whether I present this in Europe, whether I present this here in America, in the region of America, this is going to be accepted. When we talk about the quality of the Ganoderma of DXN, the quality of the product of DXN. So what are these certification? You have to take note of this certification according to our CEO, that of Dr. Lim Xiaojin. According to him, DXN has a certification of GMP, good manufacturing. And according to him, we only don't have one GMP. We have actually 5 GMP certificates. So what are these 5 GMP certificates? Ladies and gentlemen, we have one GMP in Malaysia. We have another GMP in Indonesia. And we have 2 from the area of India. And of course, we have 1 from the area of Australia. In Australia, we don't call it the GMP, but we call it the TGA, Therapeutic Goods Administration of Australia. This we have 5 certification of the quality of our products. And according to Dr. Lim, it's not only the certificate of GMP that is going to certify the quality of the product of DXN. We are also going to certify the quality of our Ganoderma. So how do we know that we are selling good quality Ganoderma? Okay, so according to Dr. Lim, we have 3 types of ISO certificate. So don't forget, you have to take note of what are these 3 ISO according to Dr. Lim that is with DXN in order to certify the quality of our product, the quality of our Ganoderma. So ladies and gentlemen, we have the ISO 2001. The ISO 2001 is a certification for administration. And of course, for our Ganoderma, to certify that our Ganoderma is really organic, is really natural, we have the second ISO certificate of DXN, which is the ISO 14001. This is more of organic production of our Ganoderma. This is our second ISO to ensure that we are really selling a quality Ganoderma. And of course, the third, which is really your interest, the third ISO certificate that is going to ensure the quality of the product of DXN is the quality control in our laboratory, or the QC lab ISO certificate, which is the 17025. So those, ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor that we have these 3 ISO certificates and we have 5 GMP certificates to ensure each of you, to ensure all our consumers that we are distributing quality Ganoderma and quality products from DXN. So let's give a round of applause. Let's give a round that deserves really an applause, not only for Dr. Lim Xiaojin, but also for the quality of our products and the quality of our Ganoderma. So now, did we answer what is the difference between DXN products and the products of other companies? The answer is the quality. We are selling quality products. We are selling quality Ganoderma, and it is certified by GMP and it is certified by ISO. This is a worldwide accepted certificate, ladies and gentlemen. So now, aside from the quality of our product, let's talk about the special features of DXN products. This is also the interest of most of our consumers and most of our members of DXN. So what are the special features of DXN products? Of course, we already know, remember, the DXN culture, as we have mentioned, the company is a what? Is a total company, is a one dragon concept, which has we have the power to do everything in DXN. And aside from a one total company, we also have the unique production technologies, the second feature of our product. The third feature of our product, it is a fast moving consumable products. And of course, the last feature of our product, we have trend setting products. Those are the four features of DXN products. Now let's take a look at it one by one. One dragon concept, or a one total company. Remember, we produce, we manufacture, and we distribute on our own. So who are our exclusive distributors? You are the exclusive distributors of DXN. So that deserves another round of applause. Give yourself a round of applause, because we are a one total company. So ladies and gentlemen, what is the objective for going into the one dragon concept? So basically, we wanted to control the quality of our products, or the quality of our Ganoderma. Aside from controlling the quality of our products, of course, we have to control the cost. Remember, those who were able to visit our factory, our farm in DXN, you were able to see our greenhouses. So to control the cost of the products and also the raw materials. And of course, in DXN, we do research. And of course, we develop our own products. And the last, which is your interest, I'm very sure this is the interest of a lot of our members of DXN. Of course, in DXN, we ensure maximum payment or maximum payout as a bonus. So, ladies and gentlemen, 40% is our manufacturing cost. But we really must exercise gratitude with DXN. We really must exercise gratitude with our CEO, because, ladies and gentlemen, 60% is devoted to you for marketing, for advertisement, and of course for outlets. These are saved for bonus payment. Because let me ask you, where does 60% goes? Who are the marketers of DXN? Is you, ladies and gentlemen. You are the marketers. You are the best marketers of DXN. And of course, who are the advertisers of DXN? You are the best advertisers of DXN. You are the face of DXN. You are the role models of DXN. We don't have any actors, actress, football players who are taking our products, but you are even the best advertisers of our DXN products. And of course, who are the outlets of our DXN product? It's you again. We have the service centers being the outlet of our of DXN. And of course, you also have, remember, in our training last Saturday, according to Dr. Lin, you need to have the CD stack. So you need to have a display in your houses. So that's why your houses are also the outlets of DXN. So the 60% belongs to you, ladies and gentlemen. So why don't we give a round of applause to DXN? That is why we have to exercise a gratitude for DXN, because 60% belongs to our members. So that is the dragon concept of DXN. Now, this is the interest of a lot of people who would like to become a Ganoderma expert, right? Okay, let's take a look at the unique DXN production technology. And this is what we are talking about. How do we have the Ganoderma, the powdered Ganoderma, okay, in our products? Of course, we are using the tissue culture. We are practicing the organic cultivation. Of course, we have the cold processing or the freeze drying. We are separating the fibers. We have the fiber separation. And of course, we have the, why do we have, it's so fine, our products, the products that you are taking. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're doing the micro spore powderization. And of course, the last of it, of our unique DXN production technology, is we're using the ultraviolet treatment. So let's go deeper into the discussion of the unique production technology of DXN. And this makes the difference between DXN Ganoderma or DXN product with those that are available in the market. So a lot of people are saying, why are you using tissue culture? Because we wanted to ensure the generic values of the Ganoderma. And according to Dr. Lim, in the tissue culture, one, we can put it into 100, and that 100 we can put it into another 100, and that 100 we can put it into another 100. So 100 times 100 times 100, you put it in three, so is 1 million. So via the tissue culture, one can be multiplied into 1 million Ganoderma. So that is why, what do you think? Good or very good? Is very good. Tissue culture is the best. And of course, we are certified by ISO 14001. So we are practicing the organic farming or organic cultivation with all our mushroom. Why do we do organic cultivation? In order to ensure natural values. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, most of our consumer, they are now asking, is your product natural? Is your product organic? So that is why it's very important that you understand the unique production technology of DXN. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lim said we are not using heat treatment. We are not also using water treatment. According to Dr. Lim, if we are going to use heat treatment or water treatment, we're going to lose what? 70% of the nutrients of Ganoderma. So what are we using in DXN? He called it the cold processing. Why do we make use of cold processing? Or according to Dr. Lim, his technology is called freeze drying. The freeze drying, we are doing it, or cold processing, because we wanted to preserve the properties of the ingredients of the Ganoderma. We don't want to lose the 70% of the nutrients of Ganoderma. And we are also using the fiber separation. We are separating the fibers. We don't need the fibers. We're only making use of the good part of the Ganoderma. But you know, ladies and gentlemen, according to Dr. Lim, if you don't have a very good technology, when you do the fiber separation, it can be like a cotton. It's going to be because Ganoderma is very fibrous, according to Dr. Lim. So, but here in DXN, he was able to discover a very good technology wherein he was chopping it, or he was cutting it into fine pieces, and we are able to separate the fiber. This is to ensure the high concentration. And when you say, what is the concentration of DXN Ganoderma? So according to Dr. Lim, 20 kilograms 20 kilograms of fresh Ganoderma. When we powderize it, it becomes 1 kilogram. That is a very high concentration for our product, for a product. And aside from the fiber separation, we are also using the microspore powderization. This is to ensure high nutrient absorption rate. Now, a lot of you, you are wondering why it's so fine, the Ganoderma into your coffee. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Lim is using a very good technology called nanotechnology. So it's really very fine. for the powderization of our Ganoderma. And of course, we are also using the ultraviolet treatment. This is for us to be able to remove the moisture in the Ganodermas. Ladies and gentlemen, those are the unique production technology, and the master or the father of Ganoderma is, of course, this is from the father of Ganoderma. Who is the father of Ganoderma? Of course, our CEO, that Dr. Lim Xiaojin. This is all from the brain of Dr. Lim. So let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for giving us this unique production technology. So Dr. always say, it's not only the one world, one market, that is the technology of DXN, but we also have the unique production technology for our Ganoderma. So are you proud that you are a member of DXN, or are you happy that you are consuming the best Ganoderma? And you must remember, ladies and gentlemen, never forget that DXN is the largest Ganoderma company in the world. That deserves another round of applause. Okay, so we have talked about how we have the unique production technology of DXN. Now, let's talk about how we create the demand for our product. So ladies and gentlemen, why do we need to create the demand? Well, it's very simple. We are making use of the food theories from the gynotherapy session that we learned. We talk about the food theories in order for us to be able to create the demand, the need in the market of our products. Because if you have a high demand, a high need of our product, then of course it's going to ensure what? It's going to ensure big sales, increase sales, even during pandemia. We can still create a lot of sales during this crisis, because if we have a lot of sales, if we have increased sales, definitely, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be very happy because you're going to be receiving a lot of bonus. That is the reason why we have to create the demand of our products, or why we need to create the need of our product. And ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, you have to take this opportunity, because the pandemia is an opportunity for us to create the demand for our product. The COVID-19 is an opportunity for us to create the need for our product, the DXN product. So always create the demand. This is going to ensure a good bonus for you, and of course, a good life for your family. Now let's talk about the food theory, which you already learned from the gynotherapy session that we have conducted. So let's just try to review the food theory. So the food theory, we have the acidic versus the alkaline theory. So according to Dr. Lim, there should be like 4 portions of the alkaline food, and of course 1 portion of the acidic. But this is our problem, right? We agreed in our organic therapy that we really need the DXN product, because we are doing it the other way around. We have 4 servings of acidic food, and of course we only have 1 serving of alkaline food, or sometimes it is actually 0. We don't have any alkaline food at all. And aside from that, we also learn in gynotherapy about the enzyme theory. Remember, we have to protect our stomach. And when we say it is the enzyme theory, we are relating these products to what? Morenzyme, Morenz, Cordipine. Those are the enzyme products of the DXN. And of course, we have also discussed in the gynotherapy session is what you call the green theory. The green theory, we talk about which product? Of course, the spirulina. And the spirulina, you can actually use either the capsule, the powder, the tablet, or of course, your favorite here in Latin America is your spirulina cereal. So the green theory. And according to Dr. Lim, what is why do we need to study the green theory? Because of the function of the spirulina, which is more into the blood. Okay, so the green theory and the spirulina. And we have also discussed in the gynotherapy what is good for your stomach is good for your skin, for beautification. We can always make use of our product to beautify ourselves, to remove our wrinkles, in order for us to look younger. So what is good for your stomach is good for your face theory. This is another part of our food theory. So most of our distributors, they are using coffee, they are using kokoshi, they're using the morenzi or the morenzam in order to beautify themselves. And they're mixing it with some other personal care, or they're using some other natural product like water, milk, or according to Dr. Lim, you can also make use of sugar, you can make use of our toothpaste, and you can also make use of our RGGL in order to beautify, or you can make it as a facial mask to beautify ourselves. So this is good for your stomach, is good for your face theory. And of course, the last of the food theory is the formula for 1, 1, 10. And that one is the one that I'm going to discuss today, because I told you if you're going to attend my training today, I will be able to discuss it. So what is the secret of Miss Bing? A lot of people are asking me, Miss Bing, why do you have a lot of energy? What is your secret? So now I don't have a choice. I have to reveal to you the secret of my energy. And this is the secret, the formula of 4-1-1-10. What is this secret formula of the DXN? Okay, we're using. Okay, let's go. Let's go back a little. Okay, we are using 4 capsules of the GL. Okay, why GL? Because you know it has a lot of organic germanium, and that is also very good for the skin. Okay, and of course we have here. And you see this? This is your favorite product. This is one of the superstar product of DXN. Okay, one sachet of Lindsay coffee 3-in-1, or some people they are calling it the cappuccino. And of course, we have 1 spoonful of morenzyme or morenzy, and 10 tablets of your 10 tablets of spirulina. And ladies and gentlemen, you can actually take this prior to exercise, before eating your breakfast, before going to bed, anytime that you wanted to take it, or anytime that you think you need some energy, you can have the formula 4-1-1-10. So don't forget, 4 capsules of GL, your coffee, Lindsay coffee 3-in-1, your morenzyme, and of course your spirulina. So now you know my secret for energy. So when you go for training, you have to drink the formula 4-1-1-10. Okay, so those are our food theory in the DXN. It is also important that we position our product in the market. That is how we create the demand. Product positioning is very important, ladies and gentlemen. And as mentioned by Dr. Lim, in the gynotherapy system, our focus is more of system. System cures system. And we are always, why Ganoderma is very good for everybody, because actually it targets the cell. And we know that cells, we have trillions of cells in our human body, and the cells need oxygen and nutrition in order to create energy for our body. But we also know that right now, our cells are having a lot of problems. Why our cells are having a lot of problems? Because of toxin, because of free radicals, because of stress, because of our modern lifestyle, of course, our wrong eating habits, malnutrition, the no money, no time syndrome, and we have to add something that is quite important for today, which is what? The virus, the COVID-19. That is also part of the problem of ourselves. And of course, what is the best solution is the DXN products. That is the best support in order for us to combat the COVID-19, in order for us to be able to protect ourselves, increase, strengthen our immune system against the COVID-19. So product positioning is very important. And also when we say product positioning, we also talk about nutrition. And nutrition is into two categories. We have the micronutrition and we also have the macronutrition. Of course, when you say macronutrition, you always talk about some technical terms like protein, fat, carbohydrates, fiber, and water. But for us, simply, it is energy carrying nutrient. And there are some products of DXN that are into macronutrition. What are these products? Do you remember? Okay, the macronutrition includes all the series of our spirulina, and also it includes the favorite of the young people, our kokoshi. That is under the macro nutrition. And also the myco veggie. We're going to talk about that product later on. And the other category is called the micronutrition. And when you say micronutrition, you are talking about vitamins, minerals, trace element. Of course, you are talking about enzymes, phytonutrient, and of course, chlorophyll, which is very good for the red blood cells. But for us in DXN, we only know this micronutrition as what? It enables cells to extract energy from the macronutrients. So maybe you are wondering, what are the products of DXN under the micronutrition? Well, is all the product line of the coffee. This is under the micronutrition. And of course, your Morenzyme, your Morenz, your Cordipine, they are also under the micronutrition. So that is why it is very important that we undergo our gynotherapy session, and then we undergo also the product knowledge. So let's try to summarize. Let's try to summarize the product positioning. Okay, let's try to summarize the product positioning. The body, our body, consists of bundle of cells. And of course, it is like a car. It needs a maintenance every day. But you see, our body is exposed to tortures. And right now, with the pandemic, we are fighting against the garbage and we are fighting against the virus. And you must remember, ladies and gentlemen, we can lose the battle. We can lose the battle with COVID-19 if our immune system is not very strong. If we have a weak immune system, we are going to lose the battle. And according to Dr. Lim, of course, the body cannot talk to us in human language. So how does the body talk to us? It talks to us in two items: symptoms and diseases. So we need to understand. The gynotherapy allows us to understand our body. And of course, we know that our body needs support, especially now. It is pandemia. It is we are fighting against COVID-19. We need support. So what is the best support? Is the DXN products. That is the best support. That is why product knowledge is very important for you to be able to use it to create the demand in the market. Wow, I love this picture. I love the shining Ganoderma of DXN. Okay, the Ganoderma, actually, it has major active elements like polysaccharide, organic germanium, adenosine, triterpenoids, ganoderic essence, and of course, it has more than 400 elements. But what I wanted to talk to you right now, these are very technical terms. And sometimes a lot of our members doesn't really understand what are these polysaccharides. So ladies and gentlemen, I prefer to share with you the sharing of Dr. Lim during one of his sessions when he was talking about what is the difference of Ganoderma of DXN over the Ganoderma of the competition. And what I like about the discussion, the trainings of Dr. Lim, he's using very simple terms and he always summarize his training. That is what I like about the training of our CEO. And in the training, according to Dr. Lim, the summary of our Ganoderma as to why our Ganoderma is the best Ganoderma in town is because of it is organic. I already mentioned to you that we have the ISO 14001 in order to certify that our Ganoderma is organic. It is an organic Ganoderma. We're into organic farming. That's the first. The doctor said that is the difference between the Ganoderma of DXN and also as compared to the Ganoderma of the competition. Second, doctor has endorsed the selection of the best. So according to him, a lot of people or a lot of studies says you have to grow the Ganoderma in a sterile environment. It has to be a clean environment. But according to Dr. Lim, what we did for DXN Ganoderma is that we put it in the jungle and we allow our Ganoderma to be able to survive. And the Ganoderma that survive, according to Dr. Lin, is a very powerful Ganoderma. So that is why selection of the best out of the 200 Ganoderma that was put into the jungle by BXM, he selected 6 best species out of the 200. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, that deserves a clap, right? Because you are now consuming the best Ganoderma out of the 200 Ganoderma that we put into the jungle. So let's give a round of applause. Selection of the best organic and the selection of the best from 200 species to 6 species of Ganoderma that we are using in all our products in DXN. And according to Dr. Lim, our Ganoderma is non-genetic engineering. We're not using that in DXN because a lot of our competition are saying, why the Ganoderma of DXN is very powerful. You did something. You did something with your Ganoderma. But according to him, no. We are not we are not into non-genetic we are non-genetic engineering. It is just that he was able to select the best 6 Ganoderma. That is why the Ganoderma of DXN has survived the jungle, so it is very powerful. It is all natural. And of course, according to Dr. Lim, we are using the freeze drying. The freeze drying, we're not using water, we're not using heat, we're actually using low temperature for our Ganoderma. So that is why the concentration is very high, from 20 kilograms of Ganoderma into 1 kilogram of powdered Ganoderma. And of course, another thing that defines our Ganoderma is we have separated the fiber. So that is why when we are doing the powderization, what is the other technology that Dr. Lim is using? We call it the nanotechnology. So that's why it's very, very fine. That is the reason why the Ganoderma of DXN is very different from the Ganoderma of the competition. That is why it's very good. No? It's very good to be able to attend the training of Dr. Lim. And another thing, information that he said in one of his training is that normally Ganoderma initially has a color of white. It's going to be white, and then later on is going to turn into yellow, and then later on is going to turn into red. And he said the Ganoderma of DXN is very clever, is very intelligent. It gives us a cue. And then later on, the Ganoderma of DXN is going to be shining. And when it is shining, we have already to harvest the Ganoderma, according to Dr. Lim, because we should be able to protect the spores. It cannot be emitted into the air. That is why he said if some other company are telling you, visit our Ganoderma, and in our Ganoderma farm, you can smell the Ganoderma, that is wrong according to Dr. Lim, because the spores should not be emitted into the air. So that's why for DXN, he said the Ganoderma is very clever. Once it is shining, from red to shining Ganoderma, that is very natural. What you see on the screen, ladies and gentlemen, is the real natural color of the Ganoderma of DXN. So once we see that, we are already going to harvest the Ganoderma in order to preserve all the spores not to be emitted into the air. So that is why the DXN has a very unique technology. So let's give a round of applause to this technology of Dr. Lim. So that's the Ganoderma of DXN, and that is the difference of the Ganoderma of DXN over our competition. And of course, now you can see on the screen the star product of DXN, the original products of DXN. We have the RG. This is the 100% Ganoderma lucidum. It has, of course, it is more potent with triterpenoids, adenosine, and polysaccharide. But for me, I prefer to say it is the for detoxification. It is for cleansing. The RG is the king of detoxification. It is easier to understand it that way. And of course, it is 100% Ganoderma. Of course, it is very strong. And normally, since it is powder, you can actually, that's the good thing about the products of the XM. You can actually mix it with any of the beverages that you want. You can mix it with your coffee. You can mix it with your kokoshi. You can mix it also with your enzyme. You can mix it with water. You can, instead of putting some salt in your food, you can put your Ganoderma, your RG, and you can also put it in the food that you are trying to cook. Yeah, like the salt or flavoring or spices. And then, of course, you can also put it into your noodles. Anything that you wanted to eat, you can actually put it. You can even put it in a marmalade. So that is the advantage of the product of DX, and because it's too, it is too fine. So you can mix it with any food or drinks that you want. So RG, the king of detoxification, that's for cleansing. And of course, the GL is more potent in organic germanium, ganoderic acid, polysaccharide, minerals, vitamins. But for me, I prefer to say that GL is for balancing. No? And of course, it is the king of balancer. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are asking us, what should we use for the children? Normally, the one that we recommend are the GL. You know why we are recommending the GL? Because you say it has organic germanium, so it's very good for the brain. So if you wanted to develop your children to become very intelligent, to be able to cope with the stress in the school, to be able to cope right now with the online. They are also studying online, right? So GL is very good for organic germanium. And of course, normally the small babies, we're also using the GL and we're putting it at the back of their tongue. So GL, because it's a powder, is in powder form, of course, you just break the capsule, and you can put it also in the milk of your children, or the water that they wanted to drink, any type of beverages, any type of food. You can put it in their gelatin, you can put it in the cake, you can, because this is in powder form. And of course, you can put it in any of the food, any of the beverages. That is the big advantage of the DXN product. So GL is for balancing, and you must remember, for us to become more intelligent, we have to give GL for our children. So that's the GL, the king of balancing. And it's very important for us that we talk about the spirulina, the green theory. Okay, so what are the benefits of our spirulina? Of course, it's a complete food source, and it has a good quality of protein, carbohydrates, fat, fiber, phytonutrients. It has a wide range of vitamins, but the most important thing that I always wanted you to remember, it has a good quality of chlorophyll. And why do we need chlorophyll? For our red blood cells. That is why Dr. Lim said the function of spirulina is more for what? Simply good blood. So if you wanted good blood, the red blood cells, and then you have to consume spirulina, especially those people who doesn't like, or who doesn't want to eat vegetables, or the people who love alkaline food. We eat a lot of meat, we eat a lot of acidic food, and we do not want to eat vegetables or alkaline food. The spirulina is the best for us. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, nowadays that we are in pandemic, we have a lot of our distributors has also experimented. Do you know that they mix the spirulina cereal with rice? That is the creativity of cooking, no? From our people, from our members. No? They are mixing now the spirulina powder or the spirulina cereal in a rice and also the food that they are trying to cook or in the drinks that they are preparing for the children, and then they mix it together with some other fruits in order to put it in the blender, and then they put some milk and is ready to be served to the children. That is why it's very good that our most of our product are into the powder form. It is easier to mix with any of the food, any of the beverages, our spirulina. And let's talk about adaptogen. As mentioned by Dr. Lim, you must not certify how good is your product. The DXN must not certify, okay, DXN product is good. It has to be certified by somebody or a third party or an expert of the field. Do you know Dr. Hans Selye? Okay, of course, aside from he's a Nobel Prize winner, actually what is his winning study? When you say Dr. Hans Selye, you are talking about what? You are talking about stress. Do you know that he is the father of the theories of stress? He was the one who was able to coin the word stress. That research paper belongs to Dr. Hans Selye. That is why he was able to determine that, of course, there are like 3 stages when people undergo stress. But the best of all his teaching or of his research is that you can make use of herbs or an adaptogen in order to be able to cope with stress. And he said the best adaptogen is, of course, the Ganoderma. He was the one who said Ganoderma is a powerful adaptogen. And how do you determine that an herb is a powerful adaptogen? According to Dr. Hans Selye, the father of stress, the theories of stress, he said it should be able to survive 3 standard. First, it should be non-toxic. That herb should be non-toxic. That herb should not is not limited to special organs of or tissues. Remember, the Ganoderma, it works into the cellular level. It is not on a very specific organ. And of course, the third, according to Dr. Hans Selye, the father of the theories of modern theories of stress, it should have an overall normalizing effect. And ladies and gentlemen, all these 3 items or these 3 standard, our Ganoderma was able to pass. That is why, according to Dr. Hans Selye, Ganoderma is a powerful adaptogen. Let's give a round of applause to Dr. Hans Selye and his discovery of stress and his confirmation that Ganoderma is a powerful adaptogen. Now, let's try to compare our Ganoderma with, of course, the drugs. A lot of our leaders, they always say, okay, can Ganoderma cure? No, we already clarified that on in our Ganotherapy session that no, Ganoderma is not a drug. So that is why it's very important, ladies and gentlemen, that we can differentiate it. So what is the different approach between drug and Ganoderma? So drug, of course, it is synthetic. It is a chemical, while the Ganoderma, it is natural. And our Ganoderma and DXN, it is organic. The drug, of course, it always has a side effect. But for Ganoderma, we have the ailment reflection. But again, according to Dr. Lim, the ailment reflection is based on your immune system. So if your immune system is very strong, definitely you don't have ailment reflection. But if you have a weak immune system, of course, you're going to have your ailment reflection. And of course, the drug, the main function is to cure. While the Ganoderma, it is working more for prevention. Remember the DXN rule? Prevention is the best. And of course, the drug, normally it has a very specific target. While DXN, it has an overall normalizing effect, according to Dr. Hans Selye. And of course, the drug is very specific into a disease, but Ganoderma, it is more of the body wellness. We are always talking about the wellness when it comes to Ganoderma. And of course, this is produced by human technology, while of course the Ganoderma, remember it was put into the jungle. It survived the jungle, so it is natural technology. And it has a single module, while the Ganoderma, it has more than 400 element, nutraceutical or therapeutic elements. And of course, for drugs, there can be an overdosage. While for Ganoderma, you can use it. And of course, it can be consumable. Again, according to Dr. Lim, it is almost like eating tomato. What happens to you when you eat a lot of tomato? Of course, you get a very good nutrition. You protect yourself against cancer if you are eating tomatoes. It's the same also with Ganoderma. We can consume it any time of the day, morning, afternoon, or evening. And you can consume it or you can use it with an empty stomach or with food or after you eat. So any usage or any consumption. And of course, the Ganoderma can be used by any person, even if you are from womb to tomb. If you are newly born, if you are a baby, if you're an adult, you can use Ganoderma. So that is the different approach between a drug and Ganoderma. So I hope, ladies and gentlemen, it's very, very clear with you that Ganoderma is not to cure cancer. Ganoderma is not to cure any disease because you are referring for cure, you are referring to drugs. Now let's talk about your favorite, the superstar of DXN. I always say the superstar of DXN. And we have saturated Latin America with only this powerful product. What are these products? The superstar of DXN, of course, the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1, or some people call it the cappuccino. Okay, the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1, our marketing or our product positioning for that, we will have the marketing slogan called 1 plus 1 equals. Okay, the sum is 11. Now, it seems like the mathematics of Miss Bing is wrong. Okay, wait. Allow me to explain this. Because, ladies and gentlemen, it has one coffee, which is the active ingredient. It has powerful features. It has powerful benefits. And, of course, another one is you have the Ganoderma. It also has powerful features, and it has also powerful benefits. Now, let's take a look at what are the benefits of coffee. So basically, we use coffee as an anti-stress. It has, we all know that the coffee has a high penetrating power. It has a psychosomatic effect. That's why we are using coffee, right? In order to relax ourselves, or we are into the state of depression, we are using coffee. And of course, it has a diuretic effect. Remember when you drink your Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1 after 10 minutes, where do you go? You're going to the bathroom because coffee has a diuretic effect. And of course, it is fast consumable food. You know, ladies and gentlemen, we know that petroleum is the first. But what is the second? Is coffee. Fast consumable food. And let's take a look at the features or benefits of a Ganoderma. Okay, of course, Ganoderma is more for nutrition. And Ganoderma is for detoxification or cleansing. It is an antioxidant. It is an adaptogen, according to Dr. Hans Selye. It is rich in enzyme. And of course, it is alkaline in nature. So the benefits of the coffee and the benefit of Ganoderma. So you have how many benefits in your Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1? You have 11 benefits with your coffee 3-in-1. So now you know, my mathematics was not wrong. It is more of the marketing slogan of our Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1. And another superstar product of DXN, which is important right now with COVID-19, with pandemia. And suddenly the sales for our cordyceps coffee, the demand for our cordyceps coffee, the need for our cordyceps coffee has risen, especially for COVID or during the pandemic. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because DXN cordyceps coffee is a protector of which organ of the body, which is normally attacked by COVID-19, your lungs. When you have the COVID-19, definitely your lungs is going to be affected. And what is protected by the cordyceps? It is also your lungs. So the cordyceps is a protector of your lungs. It is a protector against your COVID-19. Of course, cordyceps, ladies and gentlemen, is not Ganoderma lucidum. It is another type of elongated mushroom. It is another type of mushroom. It's another type of family of mushroom. It doesn't belong to the red Ganoderma. It is a more of elongated. And do you know that it is very hard to grow cordyceps? It is actually if you are going to watch, how they normally harvest cordyceps, you are going to be terrified. It's very risky because they get it from mountains, and it has to be grown into a high altitude and also high temperature countries. So that is why Chinese people, they know that cordyceps is very expensive. 1 kilo of cordyceps is very expensive. But thanks to DXN, products are more practical, products are more affordable. And now cordyceps, even if we are not very rich, we are able to afford cordyceps because of DXN, thanks to DXN. So cordyceps coffee is very good as a protector of your lungs. And another organ that is protected also by cordyceps, according to Dr. Lim, is your kidney. So those two organs, those two important organs, are very good, are very protected by our cordyceps coffee. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, if you know people who are suffering from COVID-19, or you wanted to prevent yourself from COVID-19, you must always drink, aside from your Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1, you must always drink your Cordyceps Coffee 3-in-1. And of course, those who are suffering with a problem with kidney, this is a very good coffee to endorse to them because Cordyceps is a protector of your kidney. So that's why, what do you think of Cordyceps of DX and Cordyceps Coffee 3-in-1? Good or very good? I think is very good, especially now that we have the COVID-19 or we have the pandemic. Now let's talk about the product that is well loved by our children or your children, the Kokoshi. Okay, now when you say the accent children, they know more of it as Kokoshi. Okay, so let's talk about the benefits and features of our Kokoshi that is well loved by our children. Uh, the benefits, of course, it has nutritional values. It is an antioxidant. It's an antioxidant because it is made of cocoa. And of course, it's an alkaline drink, so it's very good for our children. It is also enzyme, so it's very good for the stomach of our children. And later on, we are going to compare it with soft drinks because a lot of our children, they love to always drink soda. So in order to discourage them, in order to turn them to become the loyalist of our Kokoshi, we will have to compare it with soft drink later on the next slide. And of course, what are the features of our Kokoshi? It contains Ganoderma and cocoa. And the cocoa bean of our Kokoshi is from Theobroma cocoa tree, and it is natural. And a lot of our leaders, they're also using it, for facial mask. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because it has cocoa. Chocolate is a very good antioxidant. Our skin, it ages immediately. So that is why we always need like an antioxidant in order not to have some wrinkles. So how do we protect ourselves from wrinkles? Basically, you can also make use of Kokoshi in order to put it to beautify your face or beautify your body. So you see, Kokoshi is not only for children, it is also for beautification. That's the good thing about DXM. The product can be used also for beautification aside from drinking. And of course, the children, they always love, right? They always love to drink some soft drink. So we have to discourage them because soft drink, it is a very acidic drink, while Kokoshi is an alkaline drink. Soft drink, it contains free radicals that is going to age us, you know? That's why we have a lot of wrinkles. That is why some adults, we also need to drink Kokoshi. While Kokoshi is non-free, it doesn't have non-free radicals. And soft drinks, of course, is an empty calorie. While Kokoshi, it has low calorie. And soft drinks, of course, it is very poor in nutrition, while, of course, our Kokoshi is good for nutrition. So that's why our children, they love, sometimes they say kokochi. Okay, that's how they pronounce it, right? But that is very good. Our kokoshi is very good for our children. So always tell our children, what the difference between soft drinks that they love to drink over our kokoshi. So let's try to convert all our children drinking our kokoshi. The superstar product of DXN, the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1, the one that we use to saturate the Latin America. And of course, the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1, ladies and gentlemen, it contains a sugar, low-fat cream, and the best, the one definition or the definition of Dr. Lim for our coffee that I really like to share with you. According to Dr. Lim, the coffee of DXN is very good for depression. When people are suffering from depression, you give them the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1. It's very good for them. That's one that he always mentioned in his training. And another thing that he always mentioned in the training, which I also wanted to share with you, is that according to Dr. Lin, the coffee of DXN is very good for circulation, for our blood circulation. So that is why Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1 should always be in our everyday consumption. So that is why the Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1 is one of our superstar product in DXN. But another superstar product, I think in DXN is the Lindsay 2-in-1. There are two types of this actually. We have the Lindsay 2-in-1 and we also have the black coffee. Most countries in Latin America, we have actually the black coffee. So what is the black coffee? Actually, it's very concentrated. Is very concentrated because it has two powerful active ingredients, the coffee and of course the Ganoderma. And the black coffee, a lot of people like it because they are using it for those people who doesn't or who are monitoring their intake of sugar. Those who wanted like, low sugar product. So this is very good because, well, basically it doesn't contain sugar. Those people monitoring their sugar or those people who are diabetic patients, normally this is the coffee that they wanted to drink. And of course, some other leaders, they have been testimonial of this black coffee. They say for weight loss, and I can see a lot of our distributors getting sexier with our black coffee because it is very concentrated. And normally, this is also the one that they use in order to mix with so many products. Sometimes it is Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1 that they use to mix with Kokoshi. Is also Lindsay Coffee 3-in-1 that they use for mix together with tea latte, or is the black coffee that they use to mix with our Nutri-Z. Is also the black coffee that they use normally in order to create the juices. So most of our leaders, they love the black coffee because they say this is like the foundation of every food, every drink that they are going to serve in the house and also in their service center or where they are operating their business. And normally for facial mask, this is the one that a lot of leaders are using. The Lindsay coffee, they mix together with either the toothpaste, they mix together with water, they mix together with our Gano oil, they mix together with our personal care. Normally, they love to use the black coffee. And some people also, they use it also to wash the wounds. According to them, they are using it to wash the wounds or to close the wound. They are putting it directly, just like the capsules of RGL. So DXN Black Coffee is one of the superstar product of DXN. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, uh, this is also a very good product for enzyme. When we are talking about enzyme, is the Morenzi. Morenzi is more of fresh juice. It was like extracted and put directly to the bottle. And the Morenzi is a combination, of course, of the noni fruit, and we are putting some roselle juice on our Morenzi. And those who went to the anniversary, the 25th anniversary of DXN Malaysia, they were able to visit cultivation or the farm of our noni. They were able to have some pictures of our noni farm, and they really, a lot of leaders enjoyed to have pictures with our noni. So because we have our own cultivation of noni, so that is why it is manufactured in-house in Malaysia, in the Malaysia factory. It is rich in natural ingredients. It doesn't have additives. It doesn't have artificial flavoring, coloring, and preservatives. The one that I can see who is really endorsing this is a crown ambassador. Is the fastest crown ambassador of the world, Mr. Loslo from Europe. He is always drinking it. And I saw from his Facebook that he is already on his 800 bottle of Morency. Just imagine, he's drinking Morency every day. He has been endorsing Morency every day. So what are the benefits of Morency? Why our crown ambassador, Loslo, love Morning because it enhances digestion. So those who have a problem with the stomach, this is the best product to take. Enzyme. It helps improve blood circulation. It helps to neutralize free radicals. It helps to support the defense system. And of course, it helps to lower blood pressure. Last night, I was attending one of the training of Dr. Rajesh, and he mentioned Morency is also very good for liver, is also like a liver protection. So imagine if you combine all our products, you will be able to survive COVID-19. So Morency is more of enzyme. It's very good for our stomach. That is why it's very good for digestion. So those are having some problems with their stomach, don't forget the product Morenzy. Any of it. Morenzyme is also good. You can use it also as a marmalade. Morenzy is more of like, you can use it for your salad. Aside from drinking it as it is, you can also use it together with water. You can mix it with the water, or you can also you can also put it like a vinegar into your salad. Those who love salad, instead of using vinegar, you can use Morenzy. And another one that is very good, especially for vegetarian or those who are into good food, of course, is the myco veggie. What is a myco veggie? It is a mixture of vegetables, mixture of mushrooms, mixture of herbs, and of course, spices. So basically, this is almost like your cup noodles. Instead of eating cup noodles, you can put the myco veggie into a glass of cold or warm water, and then you can drink it as it is. And that becomes, it can be a replacement for your breakfast. It can also be a replacement for your lunch, or it can also be a replacement for your dinner. Because take a look at the ingredients of the myco veggie. It has a lot. It has a lot of vegetables, right? It has celery, mulberry, it has noni, it has ginger, it has lemongrass, and take a look, it has a lot of mushroom, shiitake mushroom, Leophyllum mushroom, St. George mushroom. You have also the white mushroom called the lion's mane mushroom. You have the elm oyster mushroom, the gray oyster mushroom, the split gill mushroom. It also has some sweet corn, lime, orange, spirulina. So that is why you see those are into diet. You can really eat our DXN myco veggie, the vegetarian, and of course it also contains green tea, and of course also contain cinnamon. So just imagine the combination of our myco veggies is really perfect to replace either our breakfast, our lunch, or our dinner. So you can take it anytime. That's the good thing about the products of DXN. There's no specific time to take it. You can take it anytime. You can use it anytime. Now, ladies and gentlemen, another personal interest of our leaders is what you call the personal care products of DXN. So let's take a look. What are the personal care products of DXN, and what are the features and benefits of our personal care? So as we have mentioned on our gynotherapy, skin is the largest organ. Actually, it is the largest detoxification organ, but we also know it is the largest detoxification organ, but it is the most neglected organ. It's very sensitive to pain. and of course to touch, and it is like a protective coating for our organs, and it regulates body temperature. That's why, remember, ladies and gentlemen, according to Dr. Lehman, we have the fever, how to cool down our temperature, or how does the fever goes out? It is by sweating, right? And what will be the direction? Of course, it's going to be the pores, no? The pores of our skin. That is how we release fever from our body. So it regulates body temperature. And DXN doesn't only work on Ganoderma. When it comes to personal care, we also have products of made of aloe vera. Aloe vera is also very good for our skin. And what are the special features of our DXN aloe vera or aloe V? Of course, it's very natural. It is also a nutrition to our skin. Remember, it is the largest digestive organ of our body, no? The skin, or the largest detoxification organ of our body. So you must provide nutrition to our skin. It is an antioxidant, so you can use it to fight against your wrinkles, our wrinkles. And of course, it is a pH balancer. So the aloe V, we have the Ganoche series, but we also have the aloe V product. So you can use it. We have lotion. We also have toner. We have cleansing gel. We have hydrating mask, the aqua gel. Actually, this is more of beautification. The ladies, before we sleep at night. Normally, we have this kind of culture, the beautification culture. So the DXN Aloe V is very good for this one in toning our skin and moisturizing our skin. And of course, it is also very important we put some lotion, especially if we live on cold areas. Like right now, it's very cold, so the skin is dry. So we can make use of the aloe V for our for hand and body lotion. And another favorite product of our members is the Ganoshi soap. Okay, let's take a look at the features of our Ganoshi. So, our Ganoshi soap is made of palm oil and Ganoderma. So, the Ganoderma increase the penetrating power. It is considered by a lot of people as like a body soap. You can use it for your face, no? You can use it for your face. Before you apply all those DXN aloe V, you have to cleanse your skin. And so how do you cleanse your skin? We normally make use of the Ganoshi soap. So Ganoshi soap prior to your DXN aloe V products. And then of course, so this is why some people use it like for the face. It becomes like a face soap to clean it before you apply the DXN aloe V. But some people, we use it also to, we use it for our body. So it becomes like a body soap. And then some people, they use it for baby. That becomes like a baby soap because this is very gentle. You must remember the skin of our baby, it is very gentle. So the Ganoshi soap is very good because it's very natural, it's very organic. And of course, it can smoothen. Of course, the skin of the baby is already very smooth, but that is why it's very good to have a natural product for them because it is very sensitive. The skin of the baby are very sensitive. So we can also use it as a baby soap. And of course, for the gentlemen, right after, removing, it becomes like a shaving soap. So that's also good because you must remember, why are you going to buy some shaving soap? You're not going to earn from it, or you are not going to be able to travel from that soap. So you have to make use of our Ganoshi soap as your shaving soap. And of course, some people consider it as like a health soap. So that has a pH balancer. And you must remember the skin pH is between 4.5 to 6.5. So the Ganoshi soap is a very good option for everybody. From your face to your body, you can use our Ganoshi soap. And another product that we love is the DXN Gano Massage Oil. So let's take a look at the feature of DXN Massage Oil. It is 100% pure palm oil with Gano extract. It is the best relief for tired muscles and legs. Normally, when we do some massage, right? We massage our body. We use it also, the Gano massage oil. And of course, for ladies who has long hair like me, we use it for our hair. Instead of going to the salon, normally we make use of the Gano massage oil. We try to heat it in a spoon, and then we try to massage it with our scalp, and then we try to cover it with like a shower cup, and then we leave it between 20 to 30 minutes. We can clean the house, we can watch television, we can watch the trainings, and then after that we go for taking a bath. So it's also very good, especially now, ladies and gentlemen, we cannot go to beauty parlors, so we have to do it in our house. And the Gano massage oil is very good for our hair. And of course, it makes our hair very shiny. Body hot oil treatment or hair hot oil treatment. You just have to heat it, in a candle, and then you will be able to apply it already in your scalp. And also, it is a handy first aid treatment. But now I would like to share with you the sharing from Dr. Lim about the Gano massage oil. So a lot of members are asking Dr. Lim why the Gano massage oil, it is very smelly. Some people are not so happy about the Ghana massage oil being smelly, but there's a very good explanation of Dr. Lim as to why the Ghana massage oil is very smelly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are working on uh, organic, organic and natural products. So according to Dr. Lim, the Ghana massage oil, he's using an edible oil and he's using a raw oil. And according to Dr. Lim, he doesn't want to make use of the refined oil. Ladies and gentlemen, those fragrant or baby oil, they are using refined oil for that. And in order for it to be very fragrant, it smells like a perfume. uh, they're using a lot of chemicals. So those baby oil or fragrant oil, they're using refined oil. But according to Dr. Lim, the one that we use for Gano massage oil is raw and it is edible. So always remember that. That is the advantage because we are working on natural and organic products. And another one that is a superstar in DXN when it comes to personal care. And today there was a very good training of our Crown Ambassador, first Latina Crown Ambassador, Miss Idilia Garcia. She said, a product that is going to improve your attitude. So you have to check her training today, no? When she said that the Ganoche toothpaste is the product of the DXN that can improve our members to have a good attitude. Yeah, the Ganoche toothpaste. So basically, the Ganoche toothpaste contains no saccharin. It doesn't contain no coloring, but with high quality of Ganoderma extract, food gel menthol, and food flavoring. It can effectively cleanse your teeth for fresh breath and taste in your mouth. It also makes your teeth healthier and brighter. Now, ladies and gentlemen, why we are always saying in our product training that, okay, it doesn't contain saccharin, it doesn't contain coloring. Do you know what is a saccharin? And you have to be very careful with saccharin, especially if you are teaching your children how to use toothpaste. You know that the toothpaste of children, you know why they are very sweet? Because those company are making use of what you call the saccharin. And the saccharin is what? Is a sweetener. It's a sweetener. But what is not so good about saccharin or our toothpaste should not contains saccharin, because saccharin, based on a lot of studies, it is a carcinogen. And when you say carcinogen, it is what? It is a cancer-producing element. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, if you have children, you better switch your toothpaste into Ganoche toothpaste, not the regular toothpaste that is very sweet for children. You have to be very careful with your children because if they are eating the toothpaste every time that they brush, or they're absorbing the toothpaste every time that they brush, it can cause stomach ulcer. So that is why we are very proud that the Ganoche toothpaste doesn't contain saccharin, because it's very natural. So that's why it's not sweet, right? When we use our Ganoche toothpaste, it is more of like menthol. It tastes more of menthol. So that's why sometimes when we are so busy during trainings and all, and then we won't be able to brush our teeth. What is our solution? The Ganoche toothpaste, just make use of just put it or dilute it into water, and then you can gargle, and you almost like you brush your teeth already. Because it is mentholated. That's a good thing. It refreshes. It refreshes the mouth. It refreshes the tongue. So that is why the ganache toothpaste is very good. And I remember in Philippines we sell a lot of this ganache toothpaste. Aside from coffee, 3-in-1, we sell a lot of the ganache toothpaste. We call it the magical toothpaste. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? It is not just a toothpaste. And according to Miss Idilia, it doesn't just change your attitude. But for Philippines, we're selling very well because normally we use it in a lot of, there's a lot of usage of the ganache toothpaste. Normally, especially for beautification, sometimes we have some, we have some small pimples, and then we are going for an event, or we are going to conduct training, a Zoom training. So normally at night, what you can do is to just get a little of the toothpaste, and then you just put it after cleaning your face with our ganache soap, then and then drying it, then you can put already. And in the morning, you can already see the pimple has already dried up. So normally we use it like an ointment for pimples. It's for beautification. And sometimes your skin is burned, and especially during summer, normally we use the ganache toothpaste. We also dilute in water, and then because it is mentholated, so when we dilute in the water and then we wash it with our face, some it helps with the sunburn during summer. So we use it also like how to say it, as a facial water or a cleansing water. And also in the Philippines, the ganache toothpaste, sometimes, when you are traveling, especially most of our top leaders, sometimes you eat a lot, you have some indigestion, and then, of course, pharmacy are already closed. So sometimes what we do, most of our leaders, they use it for indigestion. So what they do, they dilute the ganache toothpaste in warm water, and then they drink it straight, and it calms the indigestion. So you can use it like a first aid for stomach aid, for indigestion. And another thing, sometimes when we are traveling, and especially with the changing of the weather, sometimes we incur like fever, and then you don't have like you did not bring any paracetamol, or the pharmacy is already closed. So most of our leaders, what they do, they also they dilute it in cold water, and then they put it in the towel. They put it in the towel, and then they put it uh, here, in order to absorb the fever. And or sometimes they use it, also in the body. And the next day, you can already see that your fever is gone. So that is why there's a lot of usage of the ganache toothpaste, and according to Dr. Lim, you can also use it for beautification. You can mix, you can have like a mixing of your GL, your Mycovita, your RG, your spirulina, with your ganache toothpaste, and then you can put it in your face, and then later on you are also able to wash it. So that is why we call it in the Philippines a magical toothpaste. So I hope that you are able also to experience the magic in our ganache toothpaste. So it is not just a toothpaste; it has a lot of function. You know why, ladies and gentlemen? Because it is natural. It is a natural toothpaste. It is an organic toothpaste. That is the advantage of the personal care of the DXN. You are able to consume it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ending. So let's try to summarize now the DXN products. Okay, so the products of DXN basically is natural, they are organic, and they are for wellness. It is unique of its kind. Just imagine a toothpaste that you're going to use for fever. Or we are DXN products are quality premium products. And of course, fast-moving consumable products. Aside from petroleum, the next is what? And next is coffee. And right now, ladies and gentlemen, the most consumable product is what? Coffee, especially for pandemia, right? Coffee, your kokoshi, your tea, uh, and those are the products of the XN. So fast moving consumer products. And ladies and gentlemen, everybody is drinking coffee. So it's like on the next month, you are able to sell again. It is reliable. The products are reliable. And of course, as I have mentioned, it's very hard to grow the cordyceps. But thanks to the XN, the cordyceps coffee 3-in-1 becomes very affordable. And of course, it is a trend setter. Why we say trendsetter? Imagine, long time ago, let's say 10 years ago, can you imagine drinking a coffee made of Ganoderma? Or can you imagine uh, your soap with Ganoderma? Or can you imagine, your lotion with Ganoderma? Or can you imagine that? I think a lot of our members won't be able to imagine that, right? But thanks to DXN, because our product are trend setter in the market. Dr. Him always say we are the trend setter. We don't copy other companies. We set the trend. We are the market leader. And of course, DXN products are business oriented. Especially now, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are unemployed. A lot of people has closed their business, and you can make use of DXN product, share the DXN product, sell the DXN product, and you can create a very good business for you and for your family and for the people that you love, or for the people that you know, your neighbors, your colleagues who have also lost their income or their employment, or business people that has also closed their business, like restaurants. A lot of restaurants has closed their business. So that is why the XN products are business oriented. So ladies and gentlemen, never forget to be a product of the XN. We have to be the role model. We have to be able to consume the product, and then we will be able to share the product to our people. That makes us effective. That is why, as I have mentioned again, and I'm going to mention again, don't just maintain 3-in-1 or Lindsay black coffee. It must be a combination of all products, food and beverages like your spirulina, kokoshi for your children, a replacement of milk like the Nutri-Z, replacement of your vitamins and minerals, of course, is your RG and GL. Or the best is your Mycovita. The Mycovita sachets is a replacement of all. And of course, if you are into protecting yourself, for example, you can make use of your Myco Veggie instead of eating. You can put it as like a replacement for your lunch, dinner, and of course breakfast. So you have to consume a lot of product of DX, and of course also the personal care. You can also invent different how to say it, recipe or menu, because now a lot of our people are cooking. They are into cooking lesson, or my favorite Brady from Peru, he is always cooking like cookies. He's cooking some cupcakes. The children, they are very good, and they are loyal also. They are loyal members of DX, and they are loyal customers of DXN Kokoshi or DXN product or Spirulina. So you have to be a product of our product. So always remember, for your 100 ppv now, you can start to enjoy the discount of our promotion of last month. So now you should be able to buy all types of products. You should always try all our products in order for you're able to try it with your family, you have good health, then you're able to share our product. Be a product of the product. You have to be a testimonial of our product. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to clarify, of course, our products are not medicine. So there's no approved therapeutic claims. It is more of nutrition. We are using our products more of nutrition, and of course, beautification. So, ladies and gentlemen, that ends our session. Let's join hands to promote a healthy and wealthy society in DXN. Don't forget to invite all those unemployed, those who have been affected by COVID, those who have suffered their business or closed their business with DXN products. Now we can all enjoy our DXN product at the comfort of our houses.